Welcome back to Engineering with Evans. In this video, we will be using the pen tool to trace complicated images that there aren't icons for. So in a previous video, we went over how to insert icons and just went over the importance of using icons that are black and white so that there isn't color for laser cutting. So something like this would work well, or maybe this. But I'm trying to insert a leaf, and I don't really like any of the shapes that are here in the black and white. I want something that shows some of the middle, the stem, like maybe this one. But that won't be good for laser cutting. So I need to trace an image. So to trace an image, what I'm going to do is first download it from the internet. I found a leaf that I like the shape of over here. So I will double click, save the image as my leaf trace template. Go back to Gravit, save my file because I keep making that same mistake. Evans C, pen tool, tracing, trace demo. And I'll come up here to place image and find my downloaded leaf trace. And you'll notice that it popped up on this layer right here. Now I don't want to edit this leaf. I want to draw on top of it. First, let me resize it so it's a little bit larger. So I want to do a new layer on top of this one. So I come over to layers. If you're looking at libraries, you want to click on layers and add a layer. This is layer 0. So now that I have a layer up here, I can lock my leaf template and target this new layer and just draw on top of it. So you notice that I can't click and drag that leaf anymore because it's locked into a lower layer. All right, so I'm going to grab the pen tool, which is up here, and I can click and drag to create starting points. It says hold D to use sub-select, and you can also create curves. So I'm going to start over here where the design is pretty simple. There's a straight line I can trace. I click once for one point, move my cursor, and click again for the second point. And you'll notice that I can add more points. So I can draw here, here, and here. All right, but obviously I'm not tracing my leaf anymore. So I'll press Control Z a few times, and I'm back to where I was accurately tracing my leaf. To see this next tool, I'm going to zoom in, so Control plus on my keyboard, so that I have a better look at what I'm trying to trace right now. To hit that curve, I'm going to need to add a curve to my line. So instead of just clicking and release, I will click and hold, and then draw my mouse away from my point to get these two curved handles. You'll notice that now that I started a curve, I have a curve here too, but I want to get rid of it because I want to go back to a straight line. So if I click on the end point, not one of these rotation handles, but the end point of my line, I can get rid of that second curvature handle and trace another point. Match this curve, get rid of the end of this one, back to a straight line. And by working my way through this drawing until I get back to the original, I can trace my leaf. I'm going to cut it short for the sake of this video and just come down and end my drawing right here. So maybe that's just a portion of my leaf. And you'll notice that now that I have completely closed off my shape, it is a closed object. So to deselect the pen tool, I'll come over and select the pointer tool, or use the keyboard shortcut V. And now I can select whatever I just traced as if it were an object that I had previously made. I can come over to the right, change its fill. So I don't want any fill. So I don't need that. And you delete the fill. And maybe this is going to be a cut line. So I can change the color to red and 0.1 point so that it's ready to be laser cut. So that's a quick demo of how to use the pen tool. Again, pen tool is up here in your toolbar. Click to put an endpoint. Click again to draw your line. You can hold Shift to keep it at a specific angle. Click and hold to add a curve. And you can click your endpoint if you want to get rid of a curve. That's the pen tool. Make sure I save my work. And that's all.